Hey beloved, welcome to another faith-inspired story. Today's story is about restoration, love, and finding your way back to each other. Some struggles don't break a family overnight. They happen quietly, through stress, through silence, through carrying too much for too long. Daniel and Miriam both worked hard, but somewhere between bills, pressure, and exhaustion, they slowly stopped seeing each other. Until one small notebook reminded them of the promises they once made. And what happened next changed everything. Let's begin. Every morning at 5:30 a.m., Daniel quietly left the house before sunrise. And every morning, his wife Miriam pretended to still be asleep so he would not notice the worry in her eyes. Both of them worked hard. Daniel worked long hours as a delivery driver. Miriam worked at a small clothing shop in town. Yet somehow it was never enough. Bills piled up on the kitchen counter faster than they could pay them. The fridge looked emptier each week, and every conversation about money slowly turned into frustration. One evening, after the children had gone to bed, Miriam sat silently at the dining table, staring at an unpaid electricity bill. Daniel walked in exhausted, dropped his keys, and sighed heavily. "Not another bill," he muttered. Miriam looked up. "I'm trying, Daniel." "So am I," he replied sharply. The room fell silent instantly. Neither of them meant to hurt the other, but pressure had made their home heavy. That night, they slept facing opposite directions. Weeks passed. The tension grew quietly. Less laughter, less conversation, more silence. One Saturday morning, Miriam stood in the kitchen washing dishes, while tears rolled down her face unnoticed. She wasn't crying because they were poor. She was crying because she missed peace. She missed the version of them that used to dream together. That afternoon, while cleaning old drawers, Miriam found a small notebook from the early years of their marriage. Inside were handwritten prayers and goals they once made together. One page read, "No matter how hard life gets, we will never let struggles divide us." Another said, "God will restore everything we lose in difficult seasons." Miriam sat quietly, reading the pages over and over again. That evening, she placed the notebook gently on the kitchen table before Daniel came home. When he saw it, he froze. For several moments, neither of them spoke. Then Daniel slowly sat down and opened the notebook. He smiled faintly at their younger handwriting, and suddenly both of them began laughing softly through tears. For the first time in months, they talked honestly, not angrily, not defensively, just honestly. Daniel admitted he had been carrying fear silently. Miriam said she felt emotionally alone. That night, instead of arguing about bills, they prayed together for the first time in a long while, not for riches, just for restoration. Over the next few months, things did not magically become perfect overnight, but slowly things began changing. Daniel was offered a better position through someone he once helped during deliveries. Miriam started baking small treats from home to earn extra income. Their children noticed the house felt lighter again. And one evening, as they sat eating dinner together, Daniel looked around the table and smiled. "We're still standing," he whispered. Miriam nodded gently. "Yes, and maybe stronger than before." Because sometimes restoration is not just about money. Sometimes God restores peace, unity, hope, love, and strength. And sometimes the greatest miracle is finding each other again after a difficult season. "I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten." Joel 2:25. Beloved, we've come to the end of our story for today. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who may need this encouragement today. Until next time, stay encouraged and remember, God sees the silent battles nobody else notices.